What's up guys, it's Stephen Freeborn, and today I want to talk to you guys about a really important skill for everyone that you can practice really anytime you're in the gym. This skill is super important because it's going to help you age and live longer gracefully and without pain, particularly lower back pain. It's something I see again and again when I work with clients, whether they be in person or online, and that is they can't disassociate and they can't tell the difference between moving their lower back versus moving their hips. So when I ask them to do something like a Romanian deadlift or a squat or I don't know, even something as simple as like a hip abduction, they have a difficult time telling when their hips stop moving and the movement begins to come from their lower back. But being able to do that skill of being aware between movement at your spine and movement at your hips is really important, because if you're moving your spine in place of your hips, long term, that's going to lead to a lot of issues. Your spine isn't made for large amounts of global movement. It's made for small amounts. The hips are what's made for those large global movements like squatting, deadlifting, things like that. And by putting that workload that your hip should be doing on your spine, it's inevitably going to eventually lead to injury. So one of the drills that I like to have people use to practice this is something that's very simple. It's just a supine bridge. So you lay on your back with your feet on the floor in like a traditional sit-up position, and then you simply push your heels into the ground, your hips to the sky, and you think about squeezing your glutes. However, what you want to try to also think about at the same time is keeping your belly button in and your rib cage down. You don't want a ton of movement at your lower back. So when your hips come up, you don't want to think about arching through your back. You want to try to keep your spine nice and straight. So that way all the movement is actually coming from your hips extending, not your lower back extending. It's a little tricky to get at first, but if you keep practicing, you'll find it. I find putting a hand on your stomach and a hand underneath your back to monitor that movement helps out a lot, because you can actually feel when your back begins to arch instead of your hips extending and raising to the ceiling. Another drill you can try to use that'll help with this is think about being on all fours and think about raising your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, you're in an all fours position, and then you're thinking about raising your one of your legs out to the side. So it almost looks like a dog kind of peeing on a fire hydrant. That's the best kind of descriptor. But what you want to feel is the leg and your hip moving, abducting from your body. But you don't want to feel your lower back twisting as your leg lifts up. That tells you, okay, my hip has stopped moving and now I'm moving through my lower back. So those are two drills. Very simple, very easy, but I think it's a skill that you guys should be working on and practicing, because it will translate to other movements you do in the gym, and it'll also help protect you in the long run. You'll thank me for it many years down the road when you're able to move, squat, work out, run, play without pain in your lower back, and your hips will still be mobile and useful and not painful. So I hope this helps. If you guys have questions, I know it's hard to wrap your head around it just talking through it, but it's something that's worth the effort of trying. And if you guys need help, you have questions, please, you can always send me a picture or a photo or video, or tag me on social media or send me a direct message. I'm happy to help you guys out if you want some more feedback. And then if you guys want to get in touch with me directly, just send me an email, steven@freeborntrainingsystems.com. And like I said, I hope this helps. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.